How's it going, YWC? Guy on the internet who doesn't like reviews here. That's me. Uh, TNA Impact review for 6/21/16. Pretty good show. Really enjoyed what happened on here. A lot of interesting stuff. Title changes, character development, story progression, and good wrestling. All the good things you need for a good wrestling show. Starts off with EC3 and Galloway arguing. Pretty much the whole argument is the fact that Galloway thinks that EC3 cost him the TNA World title last week because EC3, by mistake, hit Galloway in the back with a steel chair, allowing Lashley to keep his title. Lashley comes out, he's loving the fact that these two are at each other's throats, and he says that, look, you guys can get a World Heavyweight title shot if you can beat me, an attacking partner of my choosing, because TNA management has said that if you guys can beat me, an attacking partner of my choosing, you'll get a title shot. So Lashley picks the King of the Mountain, Eli Drake, as his partner, and they have a match. Pretty good match for two people who haven't tag team. Well, four people who haven't teamed up with each other. The match ends with Galloway getting the pinfall victory over Eli Drake after EC3 was pushed into a Lashley spear by Galloway, and Galloway is looking at him like, you know, we got it. We got a tag team shot. He's patting himself on the back end. You can slowly see the Galloway heel turn. It's coming right over the edge of the mountain. Then you have Decay backstage promo where they're talking about what happened before they became Decay or whatever, and the fact that Crazy Steve and Abyss, they're kind of weary of Rosemary, saying that they want to know who's the person she's been contacting or the person she wants to bring into Decay. They go out to the ring and they give their spiel about what happened before they joined Decay. And Rosemary says that Decay can help people, and there's one person that really needs help right now, and it's Bram. And Crazy Steve and Abyss, they're looking like, Bram, what the? No, not Bram. We don't like this guy. We hate him. We've had interesting stuff that happened, especially Abyss. But Rosemary's like, look, we need him, and she says to Bram, look, we've seen what happened. You've been betrayed by your team, by former teammates or people, former friends. You lost your King of the Mountain title. Join Decay because we'll never abandon you, blah, 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 blah. And Bram's like, Rosemary, you look kind of cute, even with the makeup, blah, blah, blah. But makeup's not my thing. I don't want to join Decay, especially like if I have to look like these two Moppets. So they don't really take too well to that happening. Rosemary gets up in Bram's face, and that allows Crazy Steve to spit the mist, and all three of them beat up on Bram. So that's a new storyline, something new for Bram to do, something new for Decay to do. Then moving on, you get, let me take a sip of juice because my throat's gonna get a little dry. You get Marty Bell versus Jade. First off, Marty Bell, that ass though, that ass. The match right here between Jade and Marty Bell, pretty much dominated by Jade. Jade was just pretty much, I don't want to say outclassing Marty Bell, because Marty Bell, she's not like, technical in-ring savvy, headlock, Lance Armstrong approved wrestler. She's more of her own style in ring, and then most of her work is done outside of the ring or inside promos. So I'm not gonna say Marty Bell can't impress me or you in a ring, but that's not really her strong suit. Jade just delivered a complete ass whooping in this match. But toward the end of the match, Jade hits up Marty Bell in like an electric chair on the outside and dumps her face first into the ring apron. Jade goes into the ring and Marty Bell grabs her baton. Jade, I guess she tries to go for a what do you say, a suicide plancha or like a suicide dive, however you want to say it. But while she's going for it, she I want to say slaps or trips up the referee. And while she's going for the dive, Marty Bell just cold cops her with the baton, gets the pinfall victory on Jade. Again, Marty Bell, the ass though. It's good because she's Dominican. It's just like, fuck, man. Anyway, shout out to T-Sean. That's my homeboy. We were like having a discussion about that ass because it's fucking amazing. And then you have the Miracle Mike Bennett and Maria Kanellis. They come out to the ring and they're talking about what happened last week, saying that Dizzy Carter slapping Maria, it caused her to have anxiety and stay up all night, blah, 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 blah. Dizzy Carter overstepped her boundaries and they want Dizzy Carter to come out. And Dizzy Carter does come out and she talks about, that Maria, she caused herself to get slapped because of all the BS she was talking about, and that anybody in her position would have slapped the taste out of Maria's mouth. And she apologizes. But then Billy Corgan, who's walking this sort of tightrope between evil and good guy. He's like in between. He like tells Dizzy Carter, look, you need to take a leave of absence for at least a week because, they could really sue us. This is real. You're not doing the company any favors. I'm sticking on the side of the company. And Dizzy Carter takes offense to this. She says, look, I'm going to do this, but this changes everything between us. Also, there was some stuff between Maria and Dixie where Maria's character now, she's the IWC. She's the IWC who hates TNA. Oh, Dizzy Carter, I think I can run TNA better than you. You're running the company into the ground. I have no knowledge of wrestling or the business, but I think you run the company better. That's Maria's character. They turned Maria Kanellis into the IWC. Brilliant. So, Dizzy Carter leaves, and Bennett's like, well, okay, that's taken care of. Well, what about me? I'm a champion. I lost the EC3, but whatever. I won 99.9% of my matches. Reward me with a title shot. And what title shot I won? I won the SB title because I want to be able to cash it in and win the World Heavyweight title. And I know with the keyboard warriors, this is it worked exactly. Well, kind of. I know what the keyboard warriors are going to say. They're going to say, oh, Mike Bennett doesn't do flippity flops and flippity flues. He's not an S division wrestler, and I can wrestle any style, anywhere. I'm the best wrestler on the planet. And Billy Corgan pretty much says, well, I'm not going to give you a title, but you can't earn a title. So Eddie Edwards come out, and you're going to have a match against The Miracle for the S division title. And Eddie Edwards comes out, and he's like, really? Like, you're giving him a title shot? What? Why? Why are you giving him a title shot? Oh well, I guess I'll defend it. And the match between Eddie Edwards and Mike Bennett, pretty good match. I like the fact that Mike Bennett is a fucking troll. I love this guy. Like, so much progression from his time in Ring of Honor to now. Like, he knows how to play the crowd. Like, there's a point in the match where he gets Eddie Edwards down. He's like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And he's like, on the outside, he's about to hit a springboard. And like, he goes for it, but he trips himself up. And like, Eddie Edwards like, really? Like, did he just try that? Like, oh, okay. So pretty much Mike Bennett dominates this match with his power game. But during it, toward the end of the match, Eddie Edwards steps it up, uses his speed and whatever. And just as you think Eddie Edwards is about to retain, it's going to be like, oh, well, Eddie Edwards wins, whatever. Ooh, sorry, the birds. The Miracle, he tries to go for the Miracle in Progress. Eddie Edwards counters it into a sunset flip, but instead of the sunset flip, the Miracle sits down and puts his hands on the ropes with Maria's, and he wins the S Division title. So now you have the Miracle Mike Bennett as S Division champion. And I know other videos who know your reviews, they're gonna cry, oh, you didn't give Eddie Edwards a chance to be S Division champion. The Miracle, he's not an S Division wrestler. He doesn't weigh 172 pounds, blah, 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 blah. he doesn't do 550, 44, two flaps. When most of the greatest exhibition wrestlers like are bigger, like Samoa Joe, Austin Aries really isn't. He's more of a grounder wrestler. He doesn't really do flippity flops, but nothing wrong with flippity flops because I love them too. But I think this, the exhibition, it has no limit. I don't know. I was talking about this with T-Sean. I don't know where, in the history of TNA, people got this idea that the exhibition is only for guys that weigh 110 pounds that can do 724 flips and kick. Nothing wrong with these things because I like the kicks and whatever. But I don't know where they got this idea in their head that you have to be a certain wrestler to have the exhibition title. It's no limits. I know at one point they had the thing where it was like weight limits and blah, blah, blah. But no, it's no limits. Anybody can get the exhibition title where the weight, height. I don't know why I haven't put the title on a woman yet since it's no limits, but I guess it had to be somebody groundbreaking, not Gail, but as a story for a different time. Jade as an exhibition champion. Now that would be something. With the right character build. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Now this brings up another good storyline. The exhibition title was just stolen. Hint, because of the Miracle won it under not the best means from Eddie Edwards. So it starts a feud between him and Eddie Edwards. But can Eddie Edwards catch the Miracle in time, like in a couple of weeks, before Destination X, where Bennett has already said that he's going to cash the title in to face Bobby Lashley? Oh, they're demeaning the exhibition title. He's just using it as a stepping board for the world heavyweight title. He doesn't care. He's a fucking heel. He shouldn't care about anything but the world title. Well, I kind of get what you're saying, but if you're giving an opportunity like that, I guess one person, like, during option C is going to have to say, like, I don't care about winning the world title. I want to keep it. But then you sound fucking stupid. Like, you win the SBN title and they're giving you an opportunity to cash it in for the world title. You're like, well, I'd rather not be the face of the company. I'd rather be the SBN. In a way, it elevates the SBN title, but it makes you look fucking stupid. Like, oh, I'm happy being, and granted, this is no disrespect to the division. I'm happy being the mid-card champion. I don't want to be the face of the company. I don't want to be the top guy. I'm happy being the middle guy. Like, and there's no disrespect to the Edmund title, but you look, if a wrestler did that, it makes him look fucking stupid. Like, granted, it would have to be the right wrestler to say that, and then when he says that, he would have to hold the title for at least a whole entire year back until Destination X again, and then cash it in for it to mean something. If you're a wrestler and you hold a title for like 4 to 5 months and you don't cash it in, you're a fucking idiot. Like, that's basically how it looks. Like, oh, I've held the title for 6 months and I say I don't want to cash it in for a world heavyweight title and I keep the belt and I lose it within 2 months. You look like a fucking idiot. Like, because either way you're gonna lose it, why not lose it for something big? Anyway, moving on. That was just a little rant. Okay, Miracle Mike Bennett, blah blah blah. Then you have Rockstar Spud interrupting a match between Braxton Sutter and local jobber. Rockstar Spud, he is the fucking man. Rockstar Spud comes out and he said, all right, enough of this BS. Braxton Sutter, you fucking suck. He doesn't say it like that, but pretty much if he had leeway, he would say it like that. He's like, you start wrestling this indie piece of trash. Hey, you, get out of my ring. Go back to the indies and earn $50. I'm a star. I'm Rockstar Spud. And I'm going to beat this asshole called Braxton Sutter. And they have a match. And Braxton Sutter wins with, I don't know what he's calling his finisher. I don't. But he beats Rockstar Spud. And Spud's like, well, you beat me. I'm going to give it up to you. They shake hands and whatever, and Rockstar Spud, being the classic heel, kicks him right in the nuts and then whips him with that studded belt and spits on him. Rockstar Spud thank base God for your heel work. Your heel work is otherworldly. This man, for his size and the intent, like this guy is the ultimate dick bag heel. You have to hate Rockstar Spud. Like, it's just great heel work. People need to take a lesson from Rockstar Spud's heel work. Broman segment where I guess Robbie E is spying on the cameras on TNA from Jesse's iPad, and like Raquel and Jesse are like, I don't. It's weird. Like they're saying we feel bad about doing this behind Robbie E's back. You like doing bad things. So I don't know if this is another split between the bromans, and like Raquel's gonna go manage the Jesse Goddard's, which would make sense, or it's like something that Robbie E, like they're surprised, and like Robbie gonna take. I don't know what's gonna happen here, but a break, would it be too early for a breakup between the bromans again? I think so. So anyway, we'll just see how it goes. Then the main event. Let me take a sip of the juice. Delicious and refreshing. Matt Hardy versus Jeff Hardy in 6 Sides of Steel. This match, not a match of the year contender, but damn near close. Look, we all know what the Hardys can do in a match like this. It's basically TLC inside of a steel cage. Need I say more? You should go watch this match, especially for the ending. Like, so Jeff Hardy low blows Matt Hardy twice, hits 2 twists of face and then a swanton, and then Matt Hardy kicks out. He then hits a twist of fate again on Matt Hardy, puts it on the table, stacks 2 chairs on top of that. Then a table, climbs to the top of the cage with a ladder, and then Jeff Hardy from the top of a ladder on top of a steel cage dives, full body splash from the top of the ladder that's on top of the steel cage onto the 2 tables sandwiched in between the 2 chairs on top of Matt Hardy, and gets the pinfall victory. 1, 2, 3. Goddamn, Jeff Hardy is fucking amazing. But during the match, they were saying a lot of things that, made sense. About Matt Hardy, he's, the whole spiel. Matt Hardy, he feels like he's been overlooked during his whole entire career. How he can change a man. The Jeff is better stuff. I think this might be the feud of the year. Like, I know a lot of people were joking up because of that video, but this has become the feud of the year. Like, I'm trying to think of other things in wrestling that maybe feuds. Like, I can't think of anything. Like, Matt versus Jeff might be the best feud of the year. Like, you can say some of the NXT trash, but really that stuff doesn't last any long. And really, who cares about that? Like, that's developmental bullshit. Like, oh, Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor, that's feud. It's developmental trash. It means nothing, especially when they move up to the WWE. It's trash in a sense, because it doesn't mean anything, because it's developmental. This is the grand stage, or how can I put this? This is the main company. We're talking about main companies: Lucha Underground, Ring of Honor, WWE, TNA. Whatever you count Lucha Underground, because they're a developmental company, kind of AAA. So New Japan, New Japan, you have to count it. You can't. Anyway, would you say this is feud of the year? Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Good show, especially I think the best part of the show, Mike Bennett, the Miracle, making all of the IWC nerds cry and type in the Mike Bennett, I can't believe he won the independent title. He's not an independent wrestler. I'm crying. Why do they have to give him the title? I'm typing. TNA sucks. You gonna stay down? Last division. Why can't they give it to an indie guy? Why they take the title of Eddie Edwards? Whans. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll catch you guys later. When Eddie Edwards is the S division champion. Mark Bennett is too big to be an S division wrestler. Why is he holding the S division title? Samoa Joe was 240, but he at least did Santos and Suicide Dive. Why they give it to a wrestler with personality? Why they make a story? Why they make a storyline in the S division for the S division title? Why can't it just be flips and flops and family news in the S division? Why they do stuff in the S division? I'll be typing all night because I know like Mike Bennett, he's 20 pounds more than an S division wrestler should be. Why can't they bring back the limits? I need 120-pound vanilla midgets as champion. Yeah.